Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Much greetings to you. It's your girl Angela Avon, and I'm back with another video. So, today's palette, we got Color Pops. It's all good. Yes, I got one of the big girls, and look how gorgeous she is. Look at this. We got all these warm, beautiful pinks and browns and yellows and golds. It's lovely. So, the colors we're going to use today is Sunny, which is a matte shimmer right there. Then we're gonna go with Go Get Her, Go Get Her, there. Rock Sugar, right there. And then we have Happy Go Lucky, which is this nice almost champagne shimmer. All right, and so while we get this look going, we're gonna talk about something that I was going to avoid talking about, but it's bothering me too much. It's all over my timeline. I can't avoid it. So I think that is a sign that I'm supposed to talk about this and give my 2 cents, okay? And this is just my opinion based on a factual thing that is happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the eyebrows done with NYX Tame and Frame Pomade and Espresso. So I'm looking to my vanity mirror while I get this going. So this thing that I'm gonna talk about, Lord, I'm gonna try my best to be cool about this, okay? Because I'm irritated. So okay, all right, here we go. So the pop star Drake, yes, we're talking about Drake. I know I tried to avoid that on my channel, but I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to tap into a little bit because I am following the Drake lawsuit and keeping up with the updates on it. So with my channel, I feel like I want to talk about things that matter to me and things that interest me. So Drake and Kendrick is gonna come up, okay? So just know that, okay? So anyway, Drake, as y'all know, has a lawsuit against UMG involving Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us for defamation, right? But boy, this lawsuit has taken a turn that I hoped and prayed did not come to reality. And unfortunately, it has. Y'all, Drake has put Kendrick Lamar Duckworth in the lawsuit. He put that man's kids in it, yo. And I'm gonna just briefly tell y'all how he did this, okay? Drake wants information, communication on Day Free's relationship, communication with Kendrick Lamar and with Kendrick Lamar's kids. For those of y'all who may not have been following this, you're probably wondering, where did that come from? Well, in the song Family Matters, Drake insinuating, or he said that he heard one of them kids might be Day Free's. He was referring to Kendrick Lamar's kids, saying either his son or his daughter is not Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is not the biological father of his kids. That's basically what he was saying, okay? So he basically want a paternity test to see if Kendrick is the father and if what Drake said is actually true. Yes, y'all. He's really asking for this. Now, here's my opinion. This is very stupid. Very stupid. Hold on, let me sip my smoothie while I let this marinate. Hold on. So, to me, this is stupid because this has nothing to do. Kendrick's children has nothing to do with your defamation lawsuit with UMG. I'm going to go into Glam Light's icing eye primer, and I think it's in caramel eye primer. So first of all, Kendrick's children has nothing to do with this. They really don't. And for you to be asking about communication, paternity tests, this is insane. This is insanity. Now, in real life, like outside of the music industry, when people do paternity tests, the only reason somebody would want a paternity test is if the man had questions about a woman's paternity, her child's paternity, if he himself is a possibility of being a father. Okay? That's usually how that works. So for Drake to sit here and be on the outskirts and be like, you know what, I want to know if Dave Free is the father of Kendrick Lamar's daughter and son. So I am demanding a paternity test between Kendrick and Dave Free. You see how crazy that is? That's insane. Like, why is that any of your business? Like, he want to be involved with, I feel like he want to be involved with Whitney so bad. It's not even funny. It's just like, come on. If anybody should be suing at this point, it should be Whitney. Whitney is Kendrick's wife, girlfriend, or mother of his children. I just say wife because they've been together so long. You know, and for me, that sounds more respectable. But anyway, if anybody should be suing, it should be her. Be like, first of all, this back and forth dish y'all had, that was between you and Kendrick. I have nothing to do with that. You brought up my name first in push-ups. Remember that? Then you mentioned my kids. Remember that? Because I remember. Okay, so the first color I'm going to is Goal Getter. Right here. And that's going to be my transition. I keep wanting to say Go Getter. Or Go Getter. I keep wanting to say that, but that's not the correct word. Anyway. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Drake has really, just when I think Drake couldn't get lower, he proves me wrong. He proved me wrong. And here's the other part that's crazy to me. Like, obviously, just by looking at Kendrick's kids, those are his kids, man. Like, what the heck? First of all, Dave Free and Kendrick don't even look alike. They don't. I mean, yes, they have a best friend relationship and they work together as business partners in PG Lang, but they don't look alike. And when you look at pictures of Kendrick's kids, they look like him. Like, man, that Duckworth gene must be strong, because them kids look exactly like him. Exactly like him. Now I'm gonna blend it out, and I'm just doing the outer edges. Man, I'm like, if you don't get out of here with this nonsense, especially his daughter, the first kid he had, oh my God, she is spot on. That's his kids, man. Stop it. Stop this. Why can't Drake just stay focused on the topic at hand and just admit this ain't about UMG. This is about him being mad about losing the rap beef to Kendrick. And he wants to hurt Kendrick. He wants to hit Kendrick where it hurts. That's why he kept talking about his family. That's why he kept bringing up the kids. And first of all, I ain't never heard no rumor before the rap beef about Dave Free possibly being the father of Kendrick's kids. I ain't never heard nobody say nothing like that. Never. Now, you probably wonder, where do I stand on this? I'm gonna tell you where I stand on it. To me, this is stupid. It's not true. And Drake is wasting tax dollars doing it. Alright, next color we're going to get into is the Rock Sugar. In the corner, it's a matte. It's like a purple brown color. Ooh, do I have... I think I pulled out some of the wrong brushes here, so bear with me, okay? But this is so petty and stupid and unnecessary. I'm going to put this in the inner corner of my eyes. But to me, this is so petty, so childish, so pointless, so stupid. And I really feel like Drake has really fed into his delusions to the point where he believes that he can win this case by acting this way. That's the sad part. He's starting to believe his own lies. People lie and exaggerate in rap battles all the time. But Drake took it to a place it didn't need to go. You brought the kids into this, man. What did the kids ever do to you? Kendrick kids ain't did nothing to you. Stop this. Like, ridiculousness, man. Like, this is so stupid. Dang. I forgot. You know what? This color's a little tricky. The Go Getter color I put in my transition, it looks way darker in the palette. And now it has a, how can I say it? It has a orange undertone. And I'm trying to get into orange more too. You know, because I get lots of compliments when I create orange looks. But me personally, I could do without it. I really could. So now I'm going to blend out my outer corner. But Drake is losing his marbles right before our very eyes. He is spiraling out of control. It's like he fell in quicksand. And now, instead of just reaching out for help, he's choosing to sit in it and act like he's not actually sitting in quicksand. But everybody can see he's not going to make it if he don't pull himself out of it. But Drake is so stubborn and hard-headed, he want to sit in it and say, I'm not in quicksand. I'm not sinking. This can't kill me. This is only going to make me look stronger. No, you look stupid out here. He's looking mad crazy out here, and it's quite pathetic. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Happy Go Lucky, the shimmer here, and I'm gonna put that on the center of my lid. And normally I put shimmers in the inner corners, but because the Happy Go Lucky is a slightly darker color than the matte sunny color, I'm gonna just go ahead and switch places and see how it works out. And these are colors I haven't used yet. Okay. Nope. Wrong brush. And yes, the type of brush you use for different textures of eyeshadows matters. I learned that the hard way. So, wow. This is brighter than I thought. It's very pretty. I know to you guys it may look like just a white color, but it's not. It's very pretty. It's got me thinking about bubbly. But back to the topic, man. I just want Drake to stop this foolishness. I really want him to stop. He's been warned throughout the entire battle to stop. And he just keeps making things worse. He keeps adding people to the lawsuit. He keeps digging for stuff. And he's just making things a lot harder and worse than they need to be. And I'm tired. And this lawsuit to me is not just about UMG and his relationships and all that. It's not. It's deeper than that. To me, This is about freedom of speech. This is about hip-hop culture being damaged on a legal matter. Yeah, y'all, it's going there. It's getting bad. And I'm gonna go back and have a go looking. I'm gonna smudge it because I want it to pop a little harder. Because what's gonna happen, or what I think is gonna happen, is okay. So now I'm gonna blend the rock sugar color with the happy-go-lucky, and I'm just gonna slightly go back and forth between the two colors. So what's gonna happen is, let's just say Drake actually wins this lawsuit. Let's just say he actually wins this. What's gonna happen is the new meaning of censorship is going to be a whole lot worse. It's one thing to get a rap album that's clean and censored, but it's another when you get it to the point where there's hardly anything being said, because they have to be now so mindful of what they say, because record companies don't want to end up in lawsuits over freedom of speech. Rappers and people can't say what they want to say. And this is going to stretch over beyond, I feel like this is going to stretch over beyond hip-hop. I feel like this is going to go into other genres. And to me, this is going to blow up. And it's going to be so bad for everybody involved in the music industry. Imagine wanting to write a song and you can't do it because your record company won't let you say what you want to say. What kind of story can you tell if you can't tell it? Like, this is horrible. This is bad. It's just all bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the sunny color that I mentioned. It's right here. Now this color is a matte with a glitter. I believe I've spoken about these type of colors. I don't really like them because they tend to fade out with the glitter. So you won't see the glitter, you'll just see it as a matte. So that's usually how I counterpart it. And I'm putting it in the inner corner. And so, yes, a lot of fallout. Usually these ones also have a lot of fallout, and that's the other reason why I kind of stray away from these. And to be honest, I wish makeup companies would stop doing the matte with glitter, because if you put a little bit of matte with the glitter, the matte is not gonna be seen. It's not. And really, if we wanted that type of effect, you can just put a matte down and then use a topping glitter and just put that on top. So I don't get why companies are still making mattes with a little bit of glitter. I hate it. Please stop doing that, y'all. And I'm not just talking about ColourPop. ColourPop is not the only one that does it. I mean, everybody who does it, please stop. We don't want it no more. Either give us a matte or give us a glitter. But stop playing in our faces, giving us this half and half. We don't know. No. Do your job or get out. All right, so now I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend between the sunny color and the happy-go-lucky. And I'm also going to switch up my brush so that it looks like a smoother transition, because it's hard to do that when you go from a matte to a shimmer. So I'm just kind of go back and forth between the two. Hopefully you get a smooth blend, but probably, yeah, it's gonna fade out a little bit because I kind of crossed over into the Go-Getter that I used before. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go back in with the Sunny brush and tighten up that edge a little more. And sometimes my eyes be watering the inner corner, so that be bothering me too. Yeah, it looks a little harsh. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me push it down a little more because I think it's a little too high. Go back in with the Sunny brush, blend again. So you want to just take your time and just blend until you get it how you want it. But yeah, Drake is weird for this. And I feel like the crazy thing about this is that while Drake thinks he's hurting Kendrick, he's gonna hurt himself too. It's like throwing somebody into a thorn bush and not letting go of that person that you threw into the bush and expecting the person you threw in the bush to be more hurt than you. No, you're gonna get hurt too because you fell in the bush too. It's so stupid. While you're digging on dirt for him, dirt's gonna get revealed about you too. Did you not think about that? Did you not consider the alternative? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish this look. Now, because we have both mattes and shimmers, I'm gonna go in with Milani's Make It Last Natural Finish Setting Spray. Let me just quickly dry that. Here we go. Yeah, but Drake is way out of line for this lawsuit. And to be honest, man, all this could have been avoided if he just would have took his L, man. It's been a year, y'all. The battle has already reached a 1-year anniversary. Like, you've been fighting this L for a year, and you're not in the right. What is it going to take for you to realize this is only going to get worse? It's been getting worse since the lawsuit started. I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, so I'm going to finish my eyebrows with Got To Be Glued brow gel. You know, I never used this for my edges. I remember one time I tried, and it just, it wasn't my thing. But I love it for my brows. I really do. I know. I gotta fix it. Yeah, I know. I see it. Don't worry about it. Oh, I need to brush the other one more. So, I hope that Whitney's and the family is all right. I really do. I know if I was Whitney, I'd be upset. I'd be like, Kendrick, let me say something. No. I can see him going, baby, calm down. It's cool. Just chill. I got this. I got it under control. And I can see Whitney going, you better have this under control. He mentioned my babies. You did this to my babies. I can just see Whitney going off the rails behind her kids. I could just see. I could just see Whitney going ham and her trying her best to just be cool. One thing you don't do is mess with a mother and her children. Especially a good mother who loves her children. Don't do it. Don't do it. And one thing's for sure about Kendrick, he don't play about his kids. Them mini-me's that he brought into the world. Nope. If I was Drake, I would have just kept the issue. I would just kept the beef about Kendrick. I would have just kept it on him. All the focus would be on him. I wouldn't have said nothing about. I wouldn't have said nothing about nobody else. Nobody else. I'm like, hey yo, that's why you short. Hey yo, that's why that would have been me. That's how he that's how he should have kept it, just real slow and stupid, like I, you know, that happy-go-lucky is really sharp, so I'm gonna soften it up a little bit. Yeah, let's soften you up. Jeez, it's still very bold. But then again, I did put the setting spray on there, so it's better. It's not so harsh and dramatic. But boy, Drake, you done fouled up. And it's funny because if you go back and listen to the diss records, Kendrick warned him over and over again. He kept saying, stop. Why did you bring up my family's name? Why? Just stop what you're doing. You're going to do something you can't take back. Stop. And he wouldn't listen. All right. So we're going to line our lash line with ColourPop's Best Friend Forever liquid liner and numero uno. But Drake, I feel like whatever Drake's been hiding or attempting to hide, I feel like all that is about to come out. It's like while you were digging for dirt, you were standing in 6 feet worth of dirt. And then you're going to act surprised when people expose you. I don't understand that. I really don't. It's gonna be a sad day, but I really hope that I hope the judge dismissed the lawsuit, and I hope that Drake can move on with whatever's left of his life, because this is just ridiculous, man. And it's just crazy because it didn't have to be like this. It really didn't. And yes, he has supporters and fans. He's gonna forever have that. But it didn't have to be this way. You know what I mean? Like, you could have ended things and been flourishing way better than you are now. You wouldn't be flopping if you'd have just took your L a year ago. Oh, I gotta make this a little bigger. Okay. I was trying to make it even, but because I have lazy eyes, sometimes I'd be having a hard time distinguishing if I did it right or not. Okay. Yeah, that's about as good as that's gonna get. All right. And I think Kendrick is playing it very smart right now by not responding publicly. Kendrick has never been the type to respond publicly. That's why he hardly does interviews anymore, because he don't want people knowing his next move. He wants everything to be calculated in private. And there's just some things in this world that should be private, like, you know what I'm saying? You can do so much in silence than you can in noise. People don't know what your next move is if you ain't online talking about it, right? But we be seeing Drake all up and through our timelines. So guess what? We know what he's doing. And that's why Kendrick is able to just pop out and do stuff and make history. You know, just because you're famous don't mean you gotta be in everybody's timeline. Like, everybody wants to be successful, but you ain't gotta be in the blogs all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using Benefits Bounce mascara, and this is just a travel size. And there's a lot in this. Like, I mainly use it just for the bottom lash, but there's a lot in this. Like, these little things go a long ways. So I'm gonna clean the look up, just the bottom, I'm just shape my eyes out with the wipe. But girl, y'all, this trial is messy. This not trial, excuse me, lawsuit is messy boots. I really just want Drake to stop this. Like, don't just think about yourself, think about somebody else. Think about your son and how this is affecting him. He is looking up to you right now. Do you want him to be like, oh, I'm only a man if I don't get my way, and then I sue to get what I want? That's what a man is. That's how a man's supposed to move. Like, do you want your son to be like, just to look at you, look at your mistakes, and be like, this is how I should be as an adult when I grow up? Child. All right, so now we're gonna get into benefits. Bad girl, bang. I love putting a little bang. Child, it's a whole mess. Drake is so busy being selfish, he don't even realize the effect, the bigger picture that he's having on hip-hop culture, himself, and his other business relationships. Because if he was this case, I highly doubt anybody wants to work with him. I know if I was a CEO of a record company and Drake came at me talking about I want to make a deal, I'd be like, get out. Get the out. Nah. We don't do lawsuits around here. We handle business. We make hits. Get out of here. He's like, but I'm the biggest thing ever. I don't care. Be the biggest thing somewhere else. Get out. Like, who's gonna want to work with him? Because it's gonna be like, the moment he don't get his way, I'ma sue. That's your reputation. I sue when I don't get my way. I don't write my own lyrics, so I have to hire ghostwriter. Like, is that what you want your reputation to be? Like, that's sad. That's sad. And I just want this lawsuit to be dismissed so we can move on, because I'm tired. Ooh. I think I put too much mascara on, because I can feel it. It's kind of heavy. Normally 4 is enough, but I think I did more than 4. I wasn't counting. Like, I mentally count. And my eyes are watering like crazy. I hate it. Alright, y'all, and this is the final look. I'm also going to go in with my Milani No Pore Zone matting primer. Now, I gave this primer some praise, and I still stand by that. However, I will say, if you are an active person, that this will not last you that long. Now, it does not promise long. It does promise long lasting. However, it doesn't say for how long. Now, if you're somebody who sits down a lot and you're not that active in your job, then it's gonna be cool. It'll last you a while. But I'm somebody who's actively moving for 8 hours straight, so it didn't work out that well for me. Plus, like I said, I got oily skin, so it kind of worked against me. But I still stand by it. It's a great primer. I even tried it with foundation, and it worked good. But it only lasted because I wasn't active. I wasn't like actively moving around. So y'all, I gotta get up out of here. Before you go, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment your thoughts down below. How do you feel about Drake's lawsuit at this point? Have you been following the story? What are your thoughts about the Drake, Kendrick, UMG situation? Let me know down below. I will see you guys next time, and as always, much love.